studying very heavily intent. There's a big difference between interest and intent. They sound the same. They have the same, well, 4 alphabets: interest, intent, but they're not the same when it comes to marketing. And to this end, again, as much as I am talking about Facebook advertising, I need to tell you this. If you ask me to choose between Facebook advertising and Google search ads, when it comes to a high ticket item, I will pick Google search ads anytime. We'll talk about the audience later on, what audience really exists on Facebook, what kind of products and services best suits the Facebook market. And for all others, it's going to be the search engines. So let's talk about interest versus intent. You need to understand this, okay, before we even officially get started and start to dig our heads deep into Facebook ads. The point is this: someone can be very interested in what you have to offer, but they may not take action. In the same way that all of you are interested in making money online, yes or no? You raise your hand. Or maybe now you don't want to raise your hand because like this Fabian guy is tricky. It's really tricky. All of you are interested in making money. Come on. Don't kid me. Why are you here? Why not watching a movie out there? Why not sleeping? I would be sleeping right now. It's 11:35 in the morning. Goodness. Who wakes up at 11:35? Guys are crazy. Someone can be very interested in a product or service, but never actually pull the trigger. I mean, come on, let me ask you a very honest question, right? Let's forget about how many of you want to get rich and then all of you raise your hand. How many of you want to live a long life, long, healthy life? Now all of you raise your hand. Now I'm going to ask you, how many of you exercise at least 3 days a week and the hands all go down generally, right? Why is this so? Or how many of you want to live a long life and therefore you have to eat healthily? So you need to cut down on sugar. You need to cut down on carbs. How many of us do that? Why? Because interest is not equal to intent. Someone can be very interested, but not pull the trigger. Now, when you are targeting on Facebook and you're targeting interest, be careful. Because maybe you are marketing golf lessons, and therefore you think that it makes sense to target people interested in golf. I mean, that makes sense. Why wouldn't you target people interested in golf versus interested in gardening, right? Would you want to target people interested in gardening for your golf lessons? Well, probably not. So sure, targeting people interested in golf is a better target than targeting people interested in gardening. What I'm saying, depending on who you're targeting, if you're targeting the whole world, targeting people interested in golf is not sufficient. And that's where a lot of beginners fall flat. They say, look here, my campaign is perfect. I have golf training. I target people interested in golf, but no one is buying my offer. How come? Well, let's go back to this. Right offer, right audience, at the right what? Well, the answer is this. If you're just targeting people with interests, but their quality of their interest is low, or they can't afford that product or service. Let me give you an example. How many of you would love to own a Ferrari, that car, you know? The hands go up, of course. So would you be a person who would reasonably like a Ferrari page, follow a Ferrari page if you are a Ferrari, you know, hot girl or hot boy? Yes, you would. But can you afford a Ferrari? Not right now. So therefore, the point is that Ferrari would not be too clever by running ads to target their fan base, because a lot of their fan base are interested in a Ferrari, but they couldn't afford a Ferrari. Welcome to the world of qualification. Friends, when we say audience, I don't mean any audience. I don't even mean interested audience. I'm talking about qualified audience. And qualified audience means able to afford. This is one. You have to find ways to qualify your audience. Number two, this gives you the answer to the third right timing. If you're a real estate agent, no point targeting someone who's able to afford a brand new condominium, but they just bought a brand new condominium. Your timing was wrong. So coming back here, we now fill in the blanks. And the message now reads, to succeed in marketing, you need to put together the right offer, show it to the right audience at the right time. And right audience means your job is to qualify your audience, my friends. So if you're a Ferrari marketer and you're smart enough and you know that your Facebook page audience, which numbers maybe 100,000, are interested but not qualified, then what you need to do is you need to qualify them. Qualifying them is not necessarily a pleasant thing to do. Qualifying means thinning your crowd, but it also means focusing on the right audience. Now, how would you do that if you're in Ferrari? Very simple. I'll make them fill up a form. And I'm going to ask them questions. I'm going to ask you embarrassing things like your income level, your annual income level, your time frame for purchasing a Ferrari, because I need to qualify you. I'm going to ask you for your job title. Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a business person? And I can post this on my Facebook Ferrari fan page. Not a problem, because I'm now gating my offer. Now, what's my offer? My offer could be just a private tour to my new launch of my new Ferrari, for example. I'm going to qualify you. I'm not going to get, Ferrari fanboys to come for the launch only to a free buffet. That's not the point. That's not the goal. The goal is to sell Ferraris. I need to qualify my audience. Now, I'm giving you an extreme example because you don't really sell Ferraris on Facebook, but that's the point. That if you were in luxury marketing, you wouldn't use Facebook. That's the first point I want to make. You wouldn't use Facebook, really. Now, you're not going to ask me, what would you use? I'd rather use LinkedIn. Now you're confused. You say, wait a minute, Fabian, I'm just a one on Facebook marketing. Can I just focus on Facebook marketing? Yes, you can. By the time you get rich, it's going to be 2041. Because you're moving too slow. You are not hungry enough. You don't have the capacity to generate large income because your capacity to acquire knowledge is small. So as I get into my slides, and I promise I will get to my slides, let me show that to you right now, just to make you feel more secure. Even as I talk to you about this in the next 45 minutes, I want you to know today we are already in a multi-channel environment. In marketing, it's called omni-channel, 360 marketing. So don't start slacking right now and say, I'm going to spend the next 1 year on Facebook advertising. If you just run Facebook ads only, I'm going to tell you, your marketing is going to be crappy, seriously crappy for most of what you're doing. Now, don't compare yourself with the gurus out there who are making millions of Facebook advertising. Firstly, their offer will probably beat your offer hands down anytime. They know what these guys know what they're doing. They create offers for the Facebook market. Their offers are priced greatly from price value. So what they market also matters. To put it in a weird way, if you would market what the gurus are marketing, you would also become rich. But that doesn't happen in the real world, because most of the time, if you are doing real world marketing, you're going to be marketing something mediocre on Facebook. Now you can learn all the Facebook skills you want, but when you start marketing something average, mediocre, not exciting, you don't understand copywriting, you don't understand the emotional appeal, more often than not, your ad will suffer ad fatigue, poor response rates, poor click-through rates, and you're not going to succeed. And that's the reason why having the right foundation is so important. Let's get started. First thing, understand that in Facebook, pretty much half of your population, wherever you're from, they are Facebook users. Well, that's the upper limit. Even at the upper limit, because not everyone is going to bother to log in on Facebook, the question you have to ask yourself is, which half am I dealing with? Which half? The rich half, the average half, or the poor half? I'm going to give you the answer. As far as my experience is concerned, in Facebook, you have to keep your price points, whatever you're selling, fairly low, because the market there is generally average to low quality. Now, I don't mean to criticize myself because I'm a Facebook user as well, but my point is this. Let me tell you again in better context than who I believe is not on Facebook. Who is not on Facebook? Are you ready? Here we go. The very rich, or the above rich. Let me qualify. When I say, above rich, middle income and above, I'm looking at someone north of, let's say, even 8,000 US dollars. Chances are, if someone is earning 8,000 US and above, except for the marketers, they don't have time for Facebook. So good luck to you if you want to sell something in the hundreds of US dollars to Facebook audience. Good luck if you want to sell a $3 million property on Facebook. And those who are time poor, because when you're time poor, you don't really have time for social media. And of course, the very poor don't have money even to buy, to get the Wi-Fi, whatever the case is. So you're left with a very large group of average income guys on Facebook. So this is how you craft your offer. Your offer should ideally target the lower or the lower middle income segment in your country. That's the reason why you're seeing ads that sell immense value, especially training courses, right? For single digit, even sometimes below $10, like $9. You can get good deal. Doesn't mean these are crappy products. It just means that these marketers understand that you need to sometime create a loss leader. So a loss leader is one where you are marketing to people who do not know you, who do not necessarily trust you, and you need to start to build a relationship in a non-threatening, non-financially risky way. That brings to my next point. At the very least, if you're going to be running Facebook ads, selling products, at least learn how to do email marketing and marketing automation. Because at the end of the day, Facebook ads is just your first touch point. And you've heard of lead generation, where we run ads to get your email address. Why do we do that? So that we can nurture our relationship with you. And nurturing is done through email. Email is still a very valid channel today. 20, 25, 30 years later, you use email, don't you? So do I. So the nurturing, the building of the friendship, the trust, the likability is all done through email, not through your Facebook ads. Your Facebook ads creates awareness. That's your first touch point, my friends. But you say, I do not know email marketing, then stay poor, because I do not know any of my fellow marketers that are making a lot of money just through a Facebook ad. That's called arbitrage. Arbitrage means I spend $10, I make $12. No, a bulk of the revenues come through nurturing. Email marketing accounts for 40% of a business's revenue, 40% of revenues. Because advertising is expensive. You can't afford to be running ads over and over and over and over again to the same audience. There's no need for that. Get his email address. And there are two ways to get his email address. Number one, offer him something for free, like a free ebook, free training course. Throw something out there, a discount code even. Or offer a low ticket product, which is what I like to do. I offer a low ticket product out there because number one, is a loss leader, but I make sure I over deliver for what my customer is paying. Now, what is it all about? This is about building. Now, if you want to make money over a long period of time, this is known as customer lifetime value. Sorry, I need to, cover all these, what is kind of basic lessons, but it is crucial because without this, you won't have the right context. Because as I said, not everything is just about Facebook ads. So today, because of the high cost of advertising, we focus on not just one sale, because we won't make enough money. We focus on customer lifetime value. In the industry, this is known as CLV. Now, I'm going to now tell you what is the secret to maximizing your CLV. And the answer is create a positive customer experience. You have your hands full, my friends. That's the reason why so many digital entrepreneurs fail. This is not just about running ads and trying to sucker the customer to open up his wallet and give you his credit card. The secret to long-term profitability is to delight your customer. Over-deliver in everything that you do. Create positive customer experience. Your customer will buy from you over and over and over and over again. That is how you make real money, because you're creating real financial value. We use Facebook ads to reach out to people whom we don't know and whom do not know us. Unless you're Richard Branson, chances are that you're going out there with a Facebook ad, people don't know you. People don't know me, but that's okay. Because if I can create an offer where what you pay is a fraction of what you will get, I'm confident you will be my customer for life. So don't focus on trying to rip people off from their first sale. That kind of strategy are things of a past. Today, you are basically going to forge a long-term relationship, and you want to lower the risk for your customer because this is the first time that they're going to be dealing with you. Don't go for huge profits up front. If possible, create loss leader. Give them a chance to experience what you have. Now, of course, I'm not suggesting this for luxury marketing. I'm not suggesting that you sell a private jet for $5 when it's $50 million. That's not the point. I did say Facebook. I did say Facebook is a market where bulk of your audience are average income folks, people who make a living, an honest living, people who are not wealthy. Need to understand your audience, my friends. Need to understand your offer. And of course, the timing is also important. Number two, I want to impress upon you, again, even though this is Facebook training, that unfortunately, your prospect doesn't just hang out on Facebook, do you? If a prospect is serious and interested, and they see your ad, great for you. But if they are not familiar with you because you're not a McDonald's, what do you think they may end up doing to research about you, to find out more about you and your services, to check out your website? What do you think you're going to be doing? Well, if you answer, they probably do a Google search, maybe. Search on Google, search on YouTube. You are probably right. Then Google becomes the second touch point. YouTube becomes the third touch point. Now, what happens when you're not represented on Google or Facebook? Sorry, Google or YouTube. You answer your own question. Your competitor takes over that customer journey. And you're wondering how come that single Facebook ad that you spend so much time creating doesn't create you sales and nothing happens after that, because you don't understand concepts like retargeting. People need more than one impression of your ad to start to become familiar with you. So if you're not doing retargeting on other channels like Google, like YouTube, things become more challenging for you. Let's stick to Facebook for now for the remaining half hour because it's challenging enough. So there are ways to target audiences. There is geographical targeting, there's demographic targeting, there's behavior targeting, there's even offline targeting, targeting offline customers, targeting website visitors, targeting people who are similar to your website visitors and to your offline customers, which is known as lookalike audiences. Every single one of this audience segment plays a crucial role in your campaign, in your Facebook ads. There are times to use web audiences. There are times you want to use a custom audience and upload email addresses and phone numbers of offline customers to get a head start. There are times when you want to convert your web audience or your custom audience into a lookalike audience. When do you do all these things? You see, my point is this. That's the problem with generic knowledge. And when I say generic knowledge, I'm talking about YouTube generic knowledge. And that's the reason why you can never go deep. You can never deep dive on a YouTube video, because most YouTube videos are superficial. They are telling you what, in fact, Facebook would tell you on Facebook Blueprint. So why would you want to learn from YouTube when you could go to Facebook, the horse's mouth themselves, to learn what is a lookalike audience? But the key is not what is a lookalike audience. The key is the how and when. How do I apply a lookalike audience and when do I do it? Are you guys following me? It's not about what is behavior targeting. It's how do I use behavior targeting? So I'm intentionally, by the way, giving you a lot of things to ponder about in my short 90 minutes, because I want you to have the right mindset when you come out of this. No matter what I tell you, there's no way I can reasonably get you to any level of competency on Facebook ads, even if I try. And this is not about you, this is not about me. The point is that when you simplify your expectations, which is what a lot of people do, right? Because you hear people talking about, oh, you know, come for my weekend class and you can master Facebook and Google and SEO and YouTube ads and LinkedIn and whatever, you know. Master? How do you define the word master? You mean sign up. Sign up for Facebook ad accounts. By the time you are signing up, the day is gone, my friend. What master are you talking about? Are you kidding me? You can never master anything without real data. What are you talking about? And if you attempt to run your own Facebook ads without knowing what you're doing, that is not mastery. That is stupidity. Because you're going to spend good money instead of on education. You're going to spend good money to donate to Facebook. And of course, Facebook will say, thank you for your business, sucker. I mean, what a crappy ad. But you're going to hand me money, I'll take it. So don't belittle right knowledge. Because right knowledge is not the same as knowledge. Right knowledge teaches you how to apply right strategies, right tactics at the right time. And that's easier said than done. Lastly, I need to tell you that if you think that the best marketers on Facebook do it to their own effort, you are absolutely wrong. The best marketers understand that Facebook has much more data on your audience than they are sharing with us. That's the first point. And the second point is that all great and profitable Facebook ad marketers understand how to tap Facebook's artificial intelligence and machine learning capabilities to lead the way in audience targeting. In other words, you're not going to use your own knowledge and brute force to make a Facebook ad campaign work. You're going to tap Facebook's capabilities, kind of how a pilot uses autopilot today to fly the plane. If the pilot was hand flying the plane, and I can say this because I'm a qualified pilot, you will puke before you reach your destination, because the autopilot flies much more stable than a human pilot. A human pilot reacts to movement. The autopilot, based on data, they can maintain 35,000 feet plus minus zero